You don't see me. You only see niggas on street corners. We huddle together because your neighborhood's cold iron fence so high we already know you don't want us.
Death in Chicago, it happens so much that you kind of like get immune to it. You don't have time to kind of like show emotion unless it's kind of like hits home or it's at your doorstep. I was real close to Jonathan Mills, a star basketball player here in Chicago, kind of a little brother of mine actually. He got killed on the 25th, right at the second to last day of my Vegas trip, and I was with all my players, and so I really had no time to think about it, because I had to still make sure I got 20 boys with me. I got to make sure they eat. I got to make sure they staying out of trouble. Even still, like, I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking he gonna call me and say something or come pick him up or something, and it's like, it's difficult. Good, kid. So this one of my students right here, he went to the first school that I taught at, one of the alternative schools.
Never missed a day of school messing with this guy, man.
Yeah, because he knew I was on him, because I ride by the block. Where you at? I know where you at, so I'm going to come see you. That's why I fell in love with teaching and started helping kids, because I knew I could help out kids from my neighborhood who just needed an extra push or needed somebody just to throw them $5 to get something to eat so they wouldn't be out here trying to make the $5.
And he ain't giving you no trouble?
Oh, he gave me a lot of trouble. We done had wars. Yeah, we done had wars. We done went at it plenty of times, but we can relate.
Just like a brother teaching a brother, you know?
So I'm supposed to live, even in your death.
The day I found out, it was at 6 o'clock in the morning. I had a final at 12, and I legit wasn't going to go. And my dad was just like, no, like, you need to go, like, you need to handle your business. I just wasn't there. Like, I was just existing in class. I was just going just because I knew I had to go. I don't care that I failed it, but the reason why I failed it, my goal for myself right now is to just, like, live through this the best way I know how. So for me, like, my know-how is working. I want to be in these communities, talking to these kids, showing them this video, me like crying on this bed because my cousin's not here anymore because of a gun. My auntie and uncle have no idea about the foundation. Well, CJ be like, first off, this letter we writing, we doing it from CJ's point of view.
It's basically explaining what he wants to do and his legacy is going to live on. So that like explains everything from his point of view. You just gonna put love, CJ?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did a lot of brainstorming, we did a lot of networking connections, and we kind of got our vision to pop out. We just want to make sure it's approved before we really hit the ground running with it.
Be surprised. They're going to be surprised.
We're going to present his parents with these bags with their favorite candy.
I can't take it. I'm nervous.
I'm very nervous. But it's lit.
I'm like shaking.
I am too. I'm really getting nervous. Oh my God, this day is here.
I stand in the mirror often now, but I can't find me. A new reflection now confines me.
I've been trying to stay away from social media due to depression. Sometimes I feel bad, like, you know, I finally get to my phone and you see all these messages and phone calls and voicemails. It's like, dang, I missed all these, but then again, here come this bad feeling again. It's not like I don't appreciate the phone calls, but it started getting overwhelming. On Facebook, one of the messages that really stood out was this one, and it states, Dear Mr. Sutton, I have for some time tried to go about bringing to light something that I know about Dante from many years ago. I am at times haunted by what occurred with Rekia and knowing the type of person that Dante is. Dante's actions were going to occur. It breaks my heart that it was your sister, and I am glad to talk to you if you wish. I haven't really accepted the message yet because it's like, you know, it's like does something to you. Like somebody finally wants to help. Somebody finally wants to do something, but what can we do? You start thinking so many other things. Is it a trap? Is it a setup? Is it somebody doing a joke? And it brings you back to day one sometimes. I decided to start going back to therapy. I just wanted to get to the bottom of why am I feeling the way I'm feeling. I know the person I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know my spirit. But it's like now I just been living a life of someone different. I'm looking forward to it getting better. It feels great to be here, you know, to see my friends, my associates. It feels like my second family, really. No judgment zone.
Being from the south side of Chicago, I think it's important to bring awareness to trauma.
Because a lot of people just like, oh, that's just the way it is, and it's no big deal. Like, if you're not admitting that there's trauma, you're not going to be able to heal it.
You gotta get real with your friends. Like, if they're your friends, get real with them. Like, open up, cry.
We're experiencing the residuals of historical trauma. I think we take on too much as like young Black professionals, especially in this field of psychology and mental health counseling. We don't have the resources to be able to do everything that needs to be done. And so we need to figure out who has the resources, and we need to figure out who needs to take accountability for what has happened.
One of my kids told me, oh, my best friend died in my arms. He comes to my locker and talks to me sometimes. My friends might think I'm crazy, so I really ain't been telling nobody. It's so important to bring awareness of mental health to these communities. I didn't have that growing up. Like, I lost 3 friends in high school, and then my best friend when I got in college due to gun violence. It happens so much, it's the norm.
Rekia Boyd was a young Black woman who was killed by the police. We gon' fight all day and night until she rest in peace. Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on? And that's when y'all say, we on the freedom side. Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on? We on the freedom side. Rekia Boyd was a young Black woman who was killed by the police. We gon' fight all day and night until she rest in peace. Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
We on the freedom side.
Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
We on the freedom side.